Victor Francis and I'm a software developer. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience as a developer. You know, honestly, software development has been fun since I started it. It has been an amazing journey. For I could remember when I was learning HTML, the hour of code. It was really fun. I learned JavaScript, CSS, and from there I understood web technology and I began to build applications. And honestly, it was challenging at first because there are so many technologies out there that could help you do what you want to do, and you have to go through learning them. I would really say this generation is blessed. Like I mean, this current generation, this AI generation is currently blessed because then there was no AI. The only thing we had then was just our internet. Just you can search. We go to Stack Overflow if you remember. Stack Overflow. That's where we go to search for any something, any challenges we've had with our code. That's where we go to get some help. You get. So this generation is really blessed. AI is there to do everything for you. So it's really an amazing journey so far. But I'm here to talk about what is really happening, what I'm really doing, because software has really changed from what it used to be since 2006 till date. Actually, that was when I started diving into the code stuff. Like I wanted to do code, I started with network configuration, MTN settings, stuff like that, configuration settings, and it brought me to the code environment, and I learned more. That's how I got to become a developer, software developer. But it all started with web applications. So, but in my journey of doing that, I realized that a trend that has been going on, and that trend is, you know, you discover a stack, an active stack, like a development stack. Then it was HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then boom, CSS3 came out. Like, oh, CSS3, let's see how it works. And then by talking about CSS3, and boom, stuff like Bootstrap came out. And then we Bootstrap was like a game changer. So everybody was like, Bootstrap, they are now people are not really giving themselves time to learn the CSS, but rather learning Bootstrap because Bootstrap has almost everything. Just need to just copy and paste. So Bootstrap was like another amazing breakthrough in that series. And something else happened. Another company came out, MD Bootstrap, which really top up the game of Bootstrap. And as the journey keeps moving in the web development environment, new stack keep coming up. jQuery came out. What other stack came out then? Stuff keep coming out to make the development easier. And guess what I was doing when it was coming out? I was busy learning those stacks. Why? Because I need to be better at the skills, and because if you go to look for jobs, those are the skills they will ask for. So I need to get better at the skills as they are coming out. I keep learning. They are coming out. I keep learning. So something came to my mind, and I was like, how are they bringing out this new tech stack? How are they bringing them out? Like, is it that some group of company will just come together and said, okay, let's make this thing better, and they decide to come together and then bring it out? Or is it that somebody just discovered? The curiosity came out in me, and then I started to pursue that narrative of wanting to know how the come up with those things. While I was doing that, trying to know how they come up with those stuff while I was still learning the current stacks. So React came out. Boom. Like, wow, another game changer is out. Everybody started learning React. It was moving. Loved it. In fact, I loved React, man. The smooth navigation, it was perfect. What we used to do then in JavaScript was using Ajax to get some dynamic functions, dynamic requests, and most times we play around with Ajax to get dynamic page loading. You get, but React came out with something wonderful, and which is the DOM, and the way React manipulates the DOM to give us a live update of our page, the navigations, the routing, everything is just coming out smooth with React. So it was a game changer, and everybody wanted to learn React. And I also learned React. I was happy with React, not knowing that other stuff has already come out, which is AngularJS, Vue.js. I was like, what's up? Which one am I going to learn? And it was so challenging. And I said, okay, I have to learn the tree. So when I understand the tree, at least when I'm going for a job interview, they will know that yes, I know this tree and I can function anywhere. So I learned AngularJS, and Vue.js. By the end of it all, I ended up falling in love with React.js. Actually, I think was the best for me then. And on top of it, Facebook was using it. He later actually bought it, or he acquired the project, like I say it. So, long story short, the tech stack kept coming up. React came out, AngularJS, Vue.js. Where on top of that, boom, Next.js. And with my curiosity about how are they coming up with all these tech stacks, so I finally got my answer, and I started making a research of how I could come up with my own. Because come on, I've been learning different languages and getting different jobs. When will I stop? And the truth is, am I ever going to stop? Because this tech stack won't stop. They'll keep bringing more, and I'll keep learning, which I hate being dependent on. It's somehow when I have to rely on other people to be. So I decided to choose to be among the creators rather than being those that are just using what the creators are created. So when I had that mindset, a lot of things changed in my life. Actually, I stopped thinking of being the user, but being the creator. So when that mindset came to me, man, everything began to work out. The project on how to come up with my own tech stack came out. Then my backend then was PHP and JavaScript, that is Node.js, and my strong foot was on PHP. So I decided to tell myself, okay, PHP was actually built with C, and C is a good strong language. So is there a way I can reverse engineer it to make PHP stronger and more powerful, so that it could do a lot of things rather than just web service? So I did my research, and discovered it's actually possible, because PHP, yes, is a server side, coupled with the fact of PWA coming up, and that technology, PWA coming out. So PHP is actually going to make sense, because JavaScript works in PHP, which JavaScript is actually the engine where all these frameworks are built into the React.js, the AngularJS, the Vue.js. JavaScript is the main boss. We have advanced JavaScript too, but you understand what I mean. Vanilla JavaScript is something about. So JavaScript did all these mighty things. So can I still use JavaScript to create some mighty things that will be compatible with PHP, and probably do some combinations in essence of bringing something like Flutter? Yeah, it was really a big challenge for me, because I was thinking Flutter also came out, which I had to learn, because yes, when tech started coming out, you need to keep learning them to stay on top of your game. So when Flutter came out, I learned how to code in Flutter, in that, and it was so challenging. I was like, man, I'm getting tired of learning of these things, because seriously, I really want to own an empire where, yes, I could start something. Yes, I could actually own a framework and make it open source, so that others can support the project and make it great. And that would achieve my goal of having to be among the creators rather than just using what others have created. So it's my joy to crack those nuts. So I started the journey. Yes. So, and yeah, I was able to create something out from PHP, which I call it OZ Script. And OZ Script is a web development framework actually that is main intention is to make web development easier and faster. But with the help of advanced technology that is currently on ground, which is the PWA, we can now make POSIF Script framework to be installable on Android. So it's a dynamic framework. It's a hybrid framework that can work in both platforms. So with the help of PWA systems. So fast forward to current date, a lot has been done in OZ Script, which right now you can really do OZ Script using the command lines, or you can even focus on web development if you don't want to build mobile app or desktop app. And probably when you're done building your web app or mobile app, at the end of it all, you can compile it to any platform you want. So I've been able to achieve that using PHP in combination with other JavaScript libraries and some great support from friends and myself as well. So it has been a great, wonderful journey because I've been able to achieve that, and now I know how the big men, or should I say, the big boys, come out with these blank tech stacks, which is very nice. And seriously, it's something that is very exhausting because it took me really long to actually perfect the OZ script that I can actually use it to build something that I'm proud of. I will send the link of what we have built so far with OZ script. So, and also, I also want to talk about this current tech stacks. Those tech stacks are actually nice. The Nest.js, the NOS, the they're all coming up, and I kind of feel, why not join the big boys? Why not join the big boys? Why do you want to, remain in the space of having to wait for updates or having to wait for what you want to build? Why not be among the players? Be among the real engineers, you know what I mean? So, but well, like I said, I enjoy it. It's fun for me. I like cracking nuts, like I like complicated stuff. I like not like I like complicated stuff actually. I like figuring things out, and it gives me joy when I finally get to discover it. So it has been a wonderful experience building my own framework that I use today, and in my next videos that I will release, video tutorials on how to use it, how you can be part of the project, and why you should be part of the project. Alright, and I think that is just it. And also the part I also want to talk about is the AI era, which is actually a game changer in this software development industry. Like, AI can literally do everything for you. So the next big thing that is coming up is not really another tech stack actually, because we all have them. If some are coming up, well, it's not bad, but these ones that are coming up are going to be all powered by AI. You know what I mean? So which means almost everybody can now code, right? But it's not as simple as that actually. Before you can actually code with AI, you need to understand what you're telling it to do. Except maybe we will have to come up with AI that can literally build the user interface instead of coding for us. We can just build the user interface and tell it what we want to do at the back end instead of it guiding us how to do it ourselves. We can tell it how to do it, or we can tell it what we want to do, and it will help us do it and fix it. So until AI comes to that part of development, I think coding is still worth learning. Yes, and even if AI comes to that part, coding is still worth learning, because yes, humans have to interfere with some changes, some upgrade, development. So, but probably you might want to shift your learning to machine learning, so that you can also be part of the AI development community. Because like I said, I love being part of the big boys. So why keep using ChatGPT, Gemini, or other AI platforms while I can actually build mine? So that is my next project, building my own AI powered systems. And guess what? It's gonna be awesome and it's gonna be wonderful. So in my next video, I'll be talking about it. And if you have stayed this long, please do well to subscribe to this channel so that you can get our latest updates. So I remain Victor Francis, and see you on my next video. Bye.